Love this song.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, there have been a lot of excitement lately about Supernatural returning with a new season 16, based on the latest comments by Jensen and Jared at a FanCon that I covered in a recent video, which multiple mainstream media outlets covered shortly after I released my video. The truth is, I've been covering those season 16 hints for over 4 years, with over 60 videos made specifically about this topic. But no one seemed to care until now, and most were even skeptical of my coverage. A lot of haters and naysayers told me it's never coming back, let it rest, Supernatural's dead, blah blah blah, and they were very discouraging, and they weren't accepting that Supernatural will ever return. So I was quite surprised to see a flood of media coverage about this topic all of a sudden, and suddenly all fans are talking about it and believing it will come back. And I just want to say, I have been telling you guys for over 4 years. A lot of people just didn't believe me and didn't want to believe. I'm so glad everyone is catching up now and is on board with Supernatural Revival. I actually have an entire playlist on my channel dedicated to season 16 hints you can take a look at, with the oldest video on that list going all the way back to May 2019, about 2 months after Supernatural ending announcement by the boys.
Speed.
Hey guys, Jared, Jensen, and Misha here, and we have some big news that we wanted y'all to hear from us.
We just told the crew that though we're very, very excited about moving into our 15th season, it will be our last.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, so a couple of days ago I did a breakdown video on an interview by J2 in the CW Upfront event, where he talked about the show ending, how he came to that decision and all of that. I noticed throughout the interview, especially from Jared's side, that there seems to be hope from his side, at least not from Jensen's, that in the future they might want to come back and maybe do a limited series run, do a movie, whatever they may be thinking, but the end of the show may not be definitive. And a lot of people told me, well, no, it's ending for good, don't give us hope, blah blah blah, and they're really like aggressive about it, like, oh no, it is the end, we don't want to see it again. That was a really strange reaction I noticed, and I don't know why people are really opposed to any hope for our favorite series. Supposedly it's not just my favorite series to come back in the future. It's a really like toxic reaction by some of the people in the comments. So that other interview by E! News gives more hints about the guys thinking about continuing the show in the future, or maybe doing a movie or whatever. They're not specifying, but it gives hints that the show may not be ending for good after all. So the article goes on to say, when season 15 wraps up, it may not be the end of the line for Sam, Dean, and Castile, depending who you ask. So let's see what they say one by one. Well, can there be a definitive on Supernatural? Padalecki asked. So again, the same guy, Jared Padalecki, who in an interview gave me the impressions that the show may not be ending after all. He goes on to once again confirm that by saying, well, can there be a definitive on Supernatural? No, because everyone can come back, we all know that. So even if it kills him off, so-called for good, there's nothing for good in Supernatural, so that doesn't even make sense. Even if they die and go to heaven at the end of the series, there's no reason why they wouldn't be brought back for whatever new mission or, holy missions they need to do to save the world or whatever. So Jared Padalecki echoes that once again here, and echoes his own words in an interviews I've seen of him, especially the one I commented on a couple of days ago. So let's see what Jensen said and what Misha said. I was talking to him last night. I was like, I don't want to do the whole Game of Thrones thing where everything gets tied up all nice and neat. I'm like, let's just mess it all up, Ackles said. I don't think I want a definitive ending. We got to keep that. I think we keep that door cracked open for a feature in a few years. There's always ways to bring people back. That's Jensen Ackles there. I've always believed the boys will return to their iconic roles on our beloved show ever since they announced the series' ending back in 2019. After all, nothing ever stays dead on Supernatural. Winchesters never die, and when they do, they come back. And that's what Jensen and Jared have always reassured us about. I've never lost hope, and now everyone's suddenly waking up to that fact and talking about Supernatural Season 16. I guess better late than never, right? J2 are definitely giving us more bold hints in recent events, like the latest statements I covered by them, saying they're having conversations about getting back to doing more Supernatural and discussing ideas about what's next. Jensen told us to stay tuned on that exciting development, which they can hopefully give us more concrete information about soon, and maybe even an official announcement once they get everything set up with the cast, crew, and chosen network.
But I hope, I have some ideas, and I hope now that the writers are back and the actors are back, that we all get to see it together.
We get to see those scenes play out in real life. Wait, what? Go ahead. Yeah, I think stay tuned on that. Yeah. There's some conversations regarding that conversation that are being had.
In the meantime, love y'all. We'll see you.
So, I'm as excited for Supernatural Return as I've ever been, and hoping it is sooner rather than later. And as always, I'll continue to cover all Season 16 hints for you guys here on my channel. So tune in and make sure you subscribe and have all notifications turned on for all my videos so you don't miss anything. I will leave you with some of the Season 16 hints for Supernatural Return I've covered over the years. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more awesome Supernatural content. Until next time, as always, no chick flick moments.
Dean, what the hell are you doing here?
I was looking for a beer.
Hey, Sammy.
Dean?
Anyway, I gotta borrow your boyfriend here, talk about some private family business, but nice meeting you.
No. No, whatever you want to say, you can say it in front of her.
Okay. Dad hasn't been home in a few days.
So he's working overtime on a Miller time shift. He'll stumble back in sooner or later.
Dad's on a hunting trip, and he hasn't been home in a few days.
It's just the show that will never end.
Since it was determined that the show was going to end at 327 episodes, I'd like to think of this as a see you later, not as a goodbye. So I don't know when that would be, but they have my phone number. So it wasn't really, if I played Sam Winchester for my entire life, I'd die happy, you know? As long as he had a story to tell, and he does have a story to tell, and he's telling that story. And maybe on April 5th, when Jared and Sam say goodbye to each other, hopefully it's see you later and not goodbye, you know? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The show could go for many more years and still be a great show. Leaving not only the fans wanting more, but also us wanting more. Like, I hope this isn't the last time I'll play Sam Winchester.
Nothing ever stays dead in Supernatural.
Look, I think he would agree. Those two characters are still very much alive and living inside of us. And will forever. When they surface, will be what we all, I think, are waiting to hear and see when that happens. And I know that's something you and I talk about. So.
Thank you guys.
We're not going. We're just dead for now, but we're not. Thank you, Lisa.
Something that we wanted to, or that I wanted to do but haven't done yet. The reboot of Supernatural. Would y'all be up for that? Because we have an announcement to make. We'd be up for it as well.
Beyond that, as far as Jared playing Sam and Jensen playing Dean, you know, if a new book is released, then I think I would be excited to try and help tell that story. Hope we come back. So make your comments known to the awesome people at WBTV.
It's always been you and me.
All the SPN family out there, thank you so much for taking this journey with us for 15 years. We love you, and we won't be gone long.
Awesome. That's awesome. Right. Come on.
You know what? You're awesome.
Thanks. You too, I guess.